Hi friends, Pastor Curtis from Christ Community Church, and I want to talk with you for just a minute about the connection between hardship and mission. So I'm thinking of Philippians chapter 1, verse 12, where Paul says, "Brothers, I want you to know that what has happened to me has really served to advance the gospel." What he's talking about is that he's been thrown in prison for his faith. He's had his movement and his person confined and constrained to a cell. And yet even there, he's thinking about, being creative about, and witnessing the advancement of the gospel. We at Christ Community Church want to have that same mindset, from our elders and our pastors and our staff to our regular attenders and all the friends of Christ Community. We challenge you to have that mindset that this hardship, this season, can really serve to advance the gospel. Now, we've already seen some interesting ways how that's happened. Our ongoing ministries have, in a large part, taken themselves online. So discipleship, one-on-one discipleship meetings have gone online so that people continue to grow in their faith. We've seen community groups go online so that people continue to gather in gospel-centered community. Children's ministry, youth ministry have made their resources and taken their teaching online, as well as community and activities. All of that so that students and kids can continue to hear about the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ. And of course, our weekend worship. We have been gathering online, continuing to worship God in song and in prayer and in hearing of God's word. And all of these are great examples of the gospel continuing to advance. You can find out more information about all of those things at cccworship.live. Now, it isn't only ongoing ministry that's gone online. There's been some interesting new developments that have been precipitated, caused, or initiated because of this crisis and this hardship. So things like my family and I doing morning prayer Monday through Friday at 9 a.m. We started that because it was a way for us to be more present online, and what we ended up with was more people that are part of our church gathering intentionally and regularly to pray with one another. All because of this hardship and this season. We've also talked about the new way of connecting, the new system and oversight for connecting with all the people that are members and regular attenders of our church so that we stay well connected in this season. Again, precipitated because of this hardship and this season. And we've also seen the gospel advancing through our streaming because our weekend streams are reaching people that are all over the country and even all over the world, as well as people that are in our community but have never actually set foot on our church campus. And so we're believing that all of that is going to bear fruit when we're finally able to gather together to worship again in person. Now, let me challenge you to not just be thinking about the advancement of the gospel, but to really support it. The first way you can support is through prayer. Be praying for our church and churches in our community that we would be creative and use this opportunity, not see it as a hardship, not see it as a setback, but to really believe what Jesus says when he says that the gates of hell will not prevail against the gospel of Jesus Christ. And secondly, you can support the work of ministry and the mission of the church, the advancement of the gospel, by giving. So if you already give online and you've continued to give online, thank you so much. We're so thankful for you, and we have seen a lot of you guys already doing that. But if you normally give in person, maybe now is the season where you could take that giving online. You can go to cccworship.live and you'll see a link to online giving where you can set up a recurring gift or do a one-time gift. Of course, if you want to continue to give by check, you can do that. Just drop that in the mail, and that is another great way that you can continue to support us here at Christ Community Church, but also all the missionaries and the missions organizations that we support all around the world as we all continue to believe that the gospel is going to advance even in this season of hardship.